Alright, so I'm working on the Great Library in the city of New Atlantis, the mod I'm working on, and the centerpiece is this eye. Let me get to my viewing spot here. So the idea is I'm trying to light up just the eye framing that you can see during the day, but not so much here. But what's interesting is you can kind of see the bottom there, but you can only see the top of it if you're at the correct angle. So, for example, well, here, you can see that, and it's all lit up. And let's just say that if you're ever considering doing this in a mod, just don't. It's a pain. It's a lot of math, and if you're not using the math, then it's kind of just eyeballing it, picking a XYZ value, and then going from there. So I'm probably just going to use a cop-out and say, look, not all of knowledge can be witnessed or viewed from the same perspective. And now that the sun's coming up, the entire eye is revealed. And I'm not sure what building to use. Ideally, I'd make my own custom modded building, but I'm not about to try to make a custom mod building in a custom mod already. And I've used a lot of these like dome things, the ash dome on top, and I've used some of the other domes that you see around, like this. But I don't really want to use that for the Great Library. I want it to look different. So let's see here. Now this design could be interesting to look at because of the symmetry, but I think overdoing any particular aspect isn't really what I'm going for with this grand library, but this could make a good central node here. So I'm going to add some ruins here for antiquity, kind of the idea of like they did with the Library of Alexandria, but with New Atlantis. So I'm going to use this here. I may have to adjust this later. But kind of give it a blend between the old world and the new world, as it were. So the idea is one continuous open space with some buildings. Like I said before, it'd be cool if I could make my own custom building, but I'm not that skill level. Not yet. So I'm going to do some adjustments, but I want to point out that when you build on water, it defaults to the Y value of 100. See that? Right here. That's where it wants to be. Depending on the object, you can kind of get away with tweaking a little bit, so you can make a couple of adjustments. In my South Wetlands video, I tried doing that with a rock, and it always defaulted to the ground level. That's not always the case with a lot of these buildings. You can kind of make a few adjustments. Make sure you do all these adjustments and test the pathing before you put any objects on it. Otherwise, if you have to adjust the building, you're going to have to adjust all those objects or delete and redo, and you don't want to have to do that. So I tried this before, so this probably won't work, but I'm going to use some of the features to see if, like I said, if the tech hunters, there might be a quest to explore some perhaps bones of some mysterious creatures. So that's not happening. But anyway, we're going to build the rest of the library out with the side wings. And here's the interior. Now a cool little trick you could do is save it as a template. So that's what I'm going to do here. The Grand Library external wing. I can copy that template onto this other building. As you can see, there's another template, Noble House. I'll select the template I built. And there you go. Let's check out the outpost now that I fixed the pathing earlier. So we've got a blank slate here, canvas, to place all of our bookshelves. We really want to make it like a grand viewing room, if you will. So there'll be a shop counter, some tech hunters to kind of guide you on different kinds of research, or perhaps assign you quests. Might be something as simple as, hey, fetch book here, to something more complex, like some mystery, some lore stuff potentially. And we'll see how it goes. Here's the upper area. It's kind of storage, some safes, you know, just some flair here. Kind of where they'd put their stuff, right? So we'll add a med crate, you know, little barrels, AI storage crate and all that jazz. And on the outside we'll have some games, you know, chess, Go. Some areas to relax in a bit here. This is obviously sped up, but I don't remember. This is like CBT. It's a CBT mod. It's like a leisure mod in Kenshi. Here's the various kinds of pillows, some meditation, some water pipes. I think there's like a flute or something. And here's a walkthrough of the grand viewing area. And it's a beautiful day outside in New Atlantis. You haven't seen the rest of my videos on New Atlantis, the different mod progress I've already done. You should check those videos out. Here's the grand viewing area. It's between the two external wings. And here's the inside. So you've got like, I'll probably put like a special book behind that glass. And some tables where you can do research with your squad. Swap stories. You know, things like that. Kind of really give it that. I'm not sure what the deal with the sign is. It's kind of cool though, so kind of hope it stays. Normally that's on the outside of the building. I clicked a preset earlier. Here's some private study rooms. And another walkthrough of our external wing. So this is more basic, a couple of research benches. And let's head on over to our next area. So this is the docks. I tried to make the cool ruins earlier, you know, and I put some boats here. Unfortunately, the character can't, you know, walk over that little tiny lip. But instead of the cool creature, unfortunately, since it's not a building and I don't know how to use Blender, I settled for this like wreck, which is a building shell. So that's kind of cool. Same kind of setup with the scaffolding and whatnot. Hey, this guy's gonna take a swim, I think, or something. Where'd he go? Okay. So, anyway, here's our cool arch thing. So, I'm not done with the Grand Library. If you have any ideas about what you'd like to see or what you think would be cool to kind of make this more complete, let me know in the comments. Still working on this. It's a big endeavor. New Atlantis is a bunch of mods within a mod. But, take care now.